Hi again. So I am here to talk a little bit about science. So we are going to be scientists. We're finishing up classifying matter. And I know you guys have been learning about temperature and solids, liquids, gases. You guys have blown me away with all of your answers and how well you guys are doing with understanding how shapes and objects can take up space in their surrounding areas. So this week, it is different from what the district is having you guys do. As a third grade team at Port Malabar, we are not giving you guys the multiple choice test that they have on the BPS website. We are telling you guys to do a different vocab attainment test. And I'm here to show you what those two assignments are. So the first assignment you're going to do is your concept review. So this is like what we've done in class when we've done the whiteboards and as a team. And I do have a fun Kahoot for you. If you go to our Google Classroom under Kahoot challenges, there is one called Classifying Matter. So you will just click that. There's the code, there's the link, and I want to see who can get the highest score. It is open for, I think, 2 weeks. So you have time to see if you can get the highest score. So you'll play this concept review game here, and there are key terms, which is like vocabulary only. There's concepts, which are like ideas, if you want to review ideas, like what is mass, what is volume. And then key terms and concepts is like a mixture. If you want to, before you do this, you are welcome to go to the Explain tab. You should have something called Picture Vocabulary. And you can also use this too as a review. The picture vocabulary goes over things like matter. What is it? Anything that has mass and takes up space. So anything has matter. You have matter. A phone has matter. A remote control has matter. My coffee cup has matter. So everything is made up of particles, made up of cells, molecules, I should say, and it takes up space and it has matter inside of it. So matter, mass, think matter. Mass matters. So if something is measuring how much matter something has, it would be a measure of mass. So matter and mass go together. If it has mass, it has matter. If it has matter, it has mass. So think of the MA as like partners. They go hand in hand. The next thing, physical properties of an object are things that look, feel, taste. It's how something, looks, feels, or tastes. Physical properties of the gold. It's probably cold. It's a solid because it has a definite shape. It's not changing. And it probably sounds like a cling if you bang it together. The size of something, that is also something we've talked about. We've talked about color and temperature. Those are things you guys use every day. If something's magnetic, it attracts other magnetic things. Not magnetic does not. Texture is what something feels like. So you can kind of see how this goes, but I wanted to go ahead and say that you're welcome to use this picture vocabulary if you want to review before your test or your quiz, I should say. It's really a quiz. So the one that the district Brevard is having you guys, it says to do is this one. I don't want you to do that one. The one that's assigned to you is the one that you will do. And that one is called the Concept Attainment Quiz. So you're doing the quiz instead. So the concept review game looks like this. You will click through. It looks kind of like a PowerPoint. I'm going to click this one. And it's fun. You get to kind of just pick your answer, get a hint if you want, and go through. And it is your way to review. I do see if you've done this. So I want to make sure that you do it as a good study prep tool. If you want to narrow it down to 2 answers, you can click the 50-50 button and it gives you a little hint and you just go all the way through. When you are done with that and you feel like you have nailed it, you are ready, you are going to do the concept attainment quiz. So before you do it, it's only 8 questions. So I actually think it's very doable. There's 4 multiple choice and there are 4 drop-down menu ones. And before you take it, I did go ahead and put together a quick little anchor chart for you if you want to screenshot this to remember as you take it. So remember, mass is how much matter something has. Mass and matter go together. With volume, hopefully you've already gone over this. Volume is how much space something takes up. How much liquid or how big is the house? How big is the car versus a toy car? So for example, like this big old box. This is a game I have called Mad Gab. It is a cube. It takes up a lot of space, kind of. I'd have to measure the side, measure the other side, measure how deep it is. It does take up a lot of space. It takes up less space than my pen does. My pen doesn't take up that much space. And you can see my daughter in the background. Be careful. Sit down. I know all of you who wanted to meet Mila. There you go. She's right there. She's silly. So this cube takes up more space than this pen does. So therefore it has more volume. Volume is how much space something takes up. The last thing too, when it talks about definite space versus not definite shape, it means that something might have a definite shape if it's a solid. So this shape of this is not changing. It's not changing because it's not a shapeshifter. It can't change its shape. But something that can change its shape is my coffee that you can see I still have in there. That is something that's able to change based on the container that it's in. So that is something to keep track of when it talks about a liquid that can change shape. It kind of goes into whatever container. If I have a pretty heart-shaped vase, it'll go into a heart-shaped vase. If I have a square pan, it can get poured into a square pan. So those are things that have a not definite shape. They're shape shifters. If something has a definite shape, it's not going to change based on where I put it. My phone's not going to change a shape, or my remote control isn't going to change shape. Does that make sense? Woo! So you guys are good to go for science. There are 2 things this week. You have the quiz and the review game. So I hope you guys are doing well. The quiz is not too bad. I know you guys have been doing all about liquids and solids. So I hope you are learning a lot and you are becoming little scientists before my eyes. So if you need any help at all, please let me know. And that's your science for this week. Good luck, and let me know if you need any help.